Hi, I'm Sunny from the Greater Oklahoma City Chamber. As our community works through these difficult and challenging times, we want to share with you some really great things that some of our members are doing to help our community. Today, we're going to talk a little bit with Michael Byrnes, President and General Manager of the Oklahoma City Dodgers. Welcome, Michael.
Hi, great to be with you.
Thank you for being willing to do this with us. What's been going on with the team? Is anybody practicing?
It is interesting times. We have our entire staff working remotely. There's clearly some operational folks that still have a need to be at the ballpark. And Jeff Jackson, our head groundskeeper, cannot take his work home. So he's definitely there and doing a great job of making sure that the ballpark and the field itself is game ready for the moment we can have that chance to go. But outside of that, it's been interesting to be connected somewhat to some of our players. They all scattered and went to their homes. They're all trying to find unique ways to stay in shape and continue to be ready for when the moment comes that we're all going to play baseball again.
So that's my next question is, when do you expect baseball to return to the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark?
Great question. And we are hearing from so many of our fans and just so many people throughout the community that they could use a little baseball in their lives. So we definitely want it to return as quickly as possible. It's still unknown at the moment. We speak with the Pacific Coast League, our governing body, on a weekly basis for them to give us updates on what progress there might be. There's so many stakeholders that go into getting baseball going again. We're part of a league that there's 16 teams. So there's 16 communities that would all have to be ready to have their ballparks opening, operating, and then minor league baseball and major league baseball would all have, some stake in making sure that they're ready. So unsure right now when the opening day will be, but we still feel confident we're going to have an opening day this year. And we anticipate that there could be some massaging and working with our schedule, removing some days that would have been off days or travel days to make sure that we can get additional games in, having some flexibility to play perhaps some doubleheaders or some additional ways that we'll get as many games as possible, because we understand how important that is to our community to be able to go out.
So help me with that. Help me with the question about opening day. We've all kind of lost track of time generally. I know it's Friday, but other days of the week, maybe it's Monday. I don't know how to keep up with where we are and when we are. When was opening day supposed to be?
So the baseball season would have begun on April 9th for us. We would have traveled on April 8th to San Antonio, Texas, and begin playing baseball on the 9th. And then the home opener would have been last Tuesday, April 14th, which is when we would have all gathered at the ballpark and begun that march towards spring and summer and really enjoying what we can do there at the ballpark.
So did you do anything special to commemorate that day?
We had in both instances, actually. So on April 9th, which was everyone's opening day across minor league baseball, we had just some great work put together by a number of members of our team. Most notably, our executive director of our foundation, Carol Herrick, led an initiative along with Chef Will, our executive chef. He leveraged many of his relationships. Ultimately, we had the opportunity to go out and celebrate opening day with 5,000 hot dogs and lunch meals that we were able to put together and take.
How many hot dogs?
5,000. Yeah, amazing. So Chef and his team volunteered their time to prepare all of those, and we had a number of our team members and some of the board members from our foundation that came together to go distribute to places that have people on the front lines. We wanted to show some appreciation to them, thank them on behalf of the Dodgers, but also on behalf of the community, and do it in a fun way that we could kind of have a baseball tie-in with it being hot dogs. So we were at Integris and OU Med. We were at Pivot and Positive Tomorrows. We went to a couple locations that are caregiving for children, because it's so important that they're still doing that so our first responders can be on the front lines. And so just wanted to go out and say thank you to so many of those people. So that was how we celebrated April 9th.
But you did something else with your own professional staff too.
we did on the 14th, which would have been our home opener, we made sure that we still gathered everyone together on a platform like this. We had a large Zoom call. We had 56 of our team members that all got together, and we had to scroll across 3 screens to see everybody, but we wanted to make sure that we got together and still have a moment of celebration. You know, while we weren't opening the gates and playing baseball that night, there's so much work that begins for maybe last June or July that really begins the path towards getting to opening day. So much work that had been done by our team members to prepare that we had an interesting range as we asked people across that group, thinking about who was celebrating their first opening day. But we also, on the other end of the spectrum, had an individual that would have been celebrating his 21st opening day. So
do you have your sign?
I do.
Can you show it to us?
So we had everyone come prepared, and at a moment on the call, we asked everyone to hold up their number for how many opening days. This would have been 18 for myself in professional baseball. And we know that we will have an opening day and we will properly celebrate actually at the ballpark, but we didn't want to let that moment pass, that the date we had circled on our schedules for so many weeks, that we still took that moment to appreciate each other and look around that Zoom screen at all 56 people and say thank you for the work that they had done to prepare for getting us to April.
Everything that you've just shared is so inspirational and so motivational, but I understand that you have another message of motivation for us that you could share.
I do. We thought the best way to really do that was to bring in our field manager, Travis Barbary, he's been with the Dodgers organization overall for this would be his 26th season.
Wow.
So he has seen many motivational speeches and has had the opportunity to impact many lives. This season will be his second in Oklahoma City that he's going to be leading our franchise. And we asked him to put together for everyone as part of this. So let me share my screen and we'll have the opportunity to hear from Travis.
This is OKC Dodgers manager Travis Barbary. During these uncertain times, we need to make sure we do what's necessary to stay safe. But we also need to step up and rally as a team. Like we do on the baseball field, we need to pick each other up when times are tough, whether it's helping those in need or supporting local businesses. Let's continue to battle at the plate, and we will come out on top.
That's amazing. And I know so many people are missing sports so much right now. So to get a little pep talk from somebody like him is going to help us a lot.
He's a great person.
Michael, thank you so much for talking to us about this. Thank you so much for everything that the Dodgers is doing in your community. And we can't wait to stand there with you whenever you finally get to have your opening day.
Thank you. This is a great concept. I'm glad the Chamber's doing this. So thanks for including us.
Thank you.